Hi everyone, this is Ann Clemmer and Stamper from StamperDog.com, and we're back with an easy and elegant wedding card, and we're going to show you how to make it in less than 5 minutes. We're going to start off with this new detailed floral thinlits, and I got to tell you, you want to run this through the Big Shot twice with the precision platform, and that will make it work so much better. And then I got this die brush that's made just for Big Shot dies, and push it across the little holes and just go over it several times and give it a fair amount of pressure, but you're not trying to dig a hole, okay? Hey, while I've got your attention, if you're getting something out of this, why not share it with your friends? Or at the very least, give us a thumbs up, or if you'd like to see our next video, make sure to subscribe so we can let you know what's coming up next. And see, just about all of it came out. And when they don't come out easily, push them out with your fingers. That helps. And then the other option is to get a pokey tool, also known as a pokey tool, and go and get that out. Now, you want to get rid of all this confetti, and you might want to save it for a card, but I just throw it away. Anyway, get that pokey tool out and push it through. I tend to just lightly touch. Don't give it a lot of effort, because if it is stuck in there, it's not going to help if you rip the cardstock, and that can happen. If you look at this closely up at the top right, I kind of did have a problem right about there, and that's okay, because it's not going to affect the beauty of this card, because I'm showing you what to do when things don't go exactly according to plan. Now here is some Pear Pizzazz, and the blue is this brand new Dapper Denim that we've got. And so anyway, I'm pairing it up with Pear Pizzazz at 4 1/4 by 11, and make sure you score it, and then use your bone folder so you have a nice crease. And then we're going to go and put liquid glue on the small parts. Now you want this matte underneath it, so that if you do go over the areas and you get glue outside, it won't mess up your work surface. But even if you get a big glob of glue coming out of the tip, just go and just barely touch it, and you can see I added even more. So there you go. And I just look for the thickest parts on the cardstock. And what I love about the liquid glue is you have a little bit of hang time to get that in there so that it's straight, or pretty straight, on the folded card base. Don't you like those two colors together? I do. So now we're going to work at covering up that little part that isn't perfect. I've got the focal point that I've stamped onto watercolor cardstock, and first I sprayed the watercolor cardstock with alcohol because I wanted it to dry fairly quickly, and then I stamped it in Dapper Denim. And so now we're going to get that Dapper Denim out again, and we're going to stamp one of the greetings from the same stamp set onto the Pear Pizzazz, and then get out a 1 1/4 inch circle punch and punch it out. And then, of course, we took the 1 3/8 and got some Dapper Denim out of there too. And then we're going to layer them. So I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the watercolor paper on this, and I put that down. And then I'm going to put these Stampin' Dimensionals directly on the card base so that we can make sure that they're right where I want to have everything covered up. And you notice I took both sides off of that Stampin' Dimensional and just tucked it right under the focal point. And so like I said, we're going to layer those two circles together, and then put a little bit more liquid glue on there, and so that it will attach to the watercolor paper and then lay that on top of it. Now, for some reason, this just doesn't seem finished to me. So I think let's try some of those new enamel shapes that come in the in colors. Actually, they come in all the colors, or pretty much all the colors. But you could put stars on here. You could put hearts. You could put different size circles. You could put it on the watercolor paper. We can put it on the circle. I mean, it's just, they're really easy to use, and it just kind of pops this up just a little bit. And since it is a wedding, let's put a heart on there, and we'll put it right up at the top of that circle. And I think that's all we need. This is Ann Klemmer and Stamper from StamperDog.com, where we try to put a little ink, paper, and fun into your day.